Hi everybody, Veronica here, and I'm going to be demonstrating the whip stitch, and I will be doing it on this incision. And as you can see, I already kind of did some practicing, so here goes nothing. I'm using a 30 millimeter thread that was included in the suture kit that I had purchased, which personally I recommend the suture kit. I actually like it, and then I'm able to practice on it and all that fun jazz. Okay, so little disclaimer, as I'm going to demonstrate and then maybe give a verbal explanation, because if I start doing this and I'm talking, I'm gonna lose what I'm saying or I'm gonna screw up my words. So please bear with me on this. And I'm not much of somebody that ever did any sewing in their life, so pardon me if I prick my fingers because I've done it already a couple of times. Anyways, so we're gonna start out this the whip suture by first we're gonna go into the incision and we're going to bring the needle outwards just like that. And I'm trying to get into the habit of using my tools, but I might end up using my fingers throughout, so kind of ignore that. So going to bring it through, and we're going to leave a little bit of the thread at the end here, and then we're going to secure it. So then while I'm stitching going downwards, then this end doesn't end up coming out and the threading comes out, and then I would have to start this over, and I really don't want to. So So securing it, I don't think is too bad. It basically just like knotting it. But with thread, that's pretty tough. Okay, so now that that's secure, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to, in the demonstration video that Ben had done, he tucks the thread into the incision, which I cannot do because I mean, I could do it, but it's going to get in the way. I tried it with another one that I had practiced, and I just got all jazzed up. So I'm just going to trim it just a bit and leave a little bit on the end here. So then, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to come I'm going to do it right at the top of the surface here and feed it under and right back out the surface on the opposite end, just like this. And then I'm going to come back to the side that I initially started on, so my right hand side, and I'm going to basically, I'm basically going to repeat what I'm going to do, but so instead of going, sorry, my tools are jumping at me. Instead of going kind of zigzag left, right, it's going to be, we're going to go from right to left, and then drape it over back to the right side, and then just basically just repeat and have everything going, you know, starting on the right hand side, ending on the left hand side. And as I'm sure if you guys had seen in the lecture, Ben had mentioned, it's kind of like, you know, you're whipping it since you're going over and, you know, and back and all that. So that's probably where this suture got the name. We're just assuming. So then I'm just going to repeat it all the way down, and then when I get to the end, then that's when we can tie it off and secure it just like we did at the beginning. just a side note, I practiced with the 30 millimeter and the 25 millimeter thread. I don't know if you guys had, but I personally like the 30 millimeter thread just because since it's thicker, you can see it a lot easier, and especially like if you had never done sutures before like myself, it's, oh, see, that's too close there but too far there, but we're just gonna pretend that it'll work. But anyways, but yeah, I like the thicker thread. It's gives you a better visual of what you're doing. And I personally feel it's easier to work with being so much thicker. I can, especially on my dark colored desk, I feel like I can kind of find it a little bit easier. Like if I were to set the needle down and, trying to find the thread. And I think it looks a little bit better, but I'm sure, if you're like doing this medically, I don't know if, you have the option, but the smaller thread is less noticeable. But for this situation, clearly I want it to be noticeable so I can see it and so you guys can see it. So that's just that's my personal opinion. And again, I noticed I did it a little too close, but I mean, like I said, we're going to pretend that it's okay. And I'm trying to tug at the thread to kind of close the incision, but since I kind of, I have it a little zigzaggy because I feel like I'm under a lot of pressure right now just making this video, so I'm really nervous. So I'm trying to tug on it a little bit just to kind of show how it closes up. And, as we had learned, the whip suture is not the most secure, so I'm not sure if that's just me not tugging at it enough, or if that's just how the suture is, but, we already know it's not very secure. And it's just better for longer incisions like this one compared to some of the other ones that I had practiced on earlier. Okay, so now I'm done with threading the needle, and as you can see, at least from my angle, up here doesn't look like the incision is closed off enough, but over here it looks like it's a little bit better. But overall, it's pretty decent, I think, for, well, not my first time doing it, but at least for, some of the few times I did it. So next, I really hate this part because I have to, I have to tie it off, and I am really, really bad at it. So please bear with me and my probably dumb explanation, but I'm also trying to, I'm trying to do it right, but also like I'm trying to do it in a simple way that I can understand. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of tie it through here. It worked last time I did it. So give me a moment, please. So, how the hell did I do this the last time? Okay, I think I threaded it through twice and then... geez. Sorry, I successfully did this on the last suture I practiced on, and of course now I am drawing a blank on how to do it. If I'm doing it wrong, please don't tell me. I already know I'm probably doing it wrong. Okay, I'm totally screwing it up. Well, it seems, I mean, just for the sake of not making this such a lengthy video, I mean, this seems, the end seems secure enough, you know, like we had already learned that this, the suture is already not secure, so we're just gonna pretend I did it right. Okay, so that is the whip suture. I'll post close-up photos for you guys to see. And I have a before and after, so you can see how the incision looked before I did the suture and after. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this fun monstrosity. Thank you.